What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? Our Ohio school resource officer really thought it was a good idea to activate a taser to wake a sleeping student. Smithville, Ohio. This is brought to you by Brianna Edwards. Hello, Brianna. This is the officer in question here. Maybe a PAWG, I don't know. A Smithville, Ohio school resource officer was put on unpaid leave after allegedly using her taser to wake up a student who was sleeping during the class. But let's start at the beginning. According to News 5 Cleveland, neither the teacher nor the interim principal, Jenna Parnell, could wake the male student, who is a junior at school. So they called in Marissa Boskowski, who was assigned as a part-time school resource officer for the school year, to assist them. I don't know why. Why would they call the resource officer? And they couldn't wake the person up. Why didn't you call I mean, what do you want the officer to do? Now, one might think an officer who should be trained in the basic of first aid would check to make sure the student was breathing or that his pulse was okay, because it's strange that he wouldn't wake up. But if that was the case, why would you call them first? You would have called the ambulance. But anyway, but nope. Boskowski, 32, strolled in the classroom with Parnell and activated her taser a few feet away from the taser, much to the shock of everyone. I was a little surprised by it. Our interest in the safety of our students, so hearing that go off was a little alarming. She did take her taser, removed the cartridge from it, and arced the taser. She acknowledged. So it wasn't, she just activated the gun. There was no cartridge in it. She wasn't going to shoot it. You know, I mean, there was no probes to be shot. No probes were deployed, and the taser did not touch the student. However, between the sparkling noises and the uproar it caused the classroom, the student finally woke up. But that just proves the student. Oh, when the student heard that, he got his ass right on up, didn't he? He got his ass right on up, didn't he? He was like, oh shit, they got the taser. And to make matters worse, this is of course not Boskowski's. She spelled it wrong. First misuse of a taser. Earlier this year, performance log details that she did not remove the taser from the cartridge from a taser prior to a spark test, deploying the weapon next to another officer. She was warned any future negligence will result in disciplinary action.
Meantime, a Smithville police officer began a new assignment as a school resource officer less than 2 weeks ago.
And tonight, she is off the job and on unpaid leave for her actions inside a classroom.
Look at Frank, look at it.
The officer is under investigation for using her taser to wake up a sleeping student.
Oh, that got him right up.
It's appropriate for officers to use a stun gun such as a taser. Deploying one to wake up a sleeping student is not in the manuals, but that's what happened in Smithville.
One of my officers apparently thought that the sound from the taser might be sufficient to wake the student.
It happened last Thursday at Liberty Prep, a community charter school. A teacher and interim principal, Jenna Parnell, struggled to wake up a boy who was a junior. That's when school resource officer Marissa Boskowski grabbed her taser.
She did take her taser, remove the cartridge from it, and arc the taser.
Chief Howard Funk says no probes were deployed, and the taser did not touch the boy, who eventually woke up from the combination of sparking noises and classroom commotion. Parnell believes Boskowski may have thought it was a joke, but it was stunning to those in the classroom.
I was a little bit surprised by it. Our interest is in the safety of the students, so hearing that go off was a little alarming.
Unfortunate, and I'm disappointed that this took place. It's something I would not have expected from any of my officers.
Boskowski, who works part-time, was placed on unpaid leave. Liberty Prep sent home a letter to parents today. The police chief hopes to wrap up his internal investigation soon, and that will determine if the school resource officer keeps her job. The chief is also planning to meet with the village solicitor to see if any criminal charges should be filed.
What ends up happening in the end is yet to be seen.
News 5 unable to reach Boskoski for comments. A review of her personnel file shows she served in the Air Force Reserve and was commended for helping a homeless man. It also reveals she was counseled for failing to remove the cartridge from a taser in July and it deployed near an officer. Tonight, the school isn't sure if Boskoski will be back after the classroom taser incident.
We support the decisions of the Smithville Police Department.
In Smithville, Bob Jones, News 5.
I mean, she went a little too far because, you know what I mean, there's always an accident to happen. That's like taking your gun out and shooting in the air just to fucking there's an alarm clock and shit like that. You know, but that's hilarious. That's hilarious. He woke up that time, man. So I don't know, get a little suspension, you know what I mean? No one got hurt, you know, but you shouldn't undo that. It's like a weapon, you know what I mean? And people have died from being tased, you know what I mean? So you got to be careful what you're doing with weapons like that. Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. I just thought I'd share this story with y'all. Shout out to the PAWG who woke the student up so he didn't miss his classes or his homework. I know she's sleeping restless whether she's going to get a job or not, but hey, if you're out there, Uncle Hotep, I know what you're feeling, man. You had to wake him up. I had the same problems with my daughter sometimes. But anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. I'm out of here. Peace.